When we go back to like and dislike, it's the same for both, presenter and audience. The negative behaviors of closing oneself off and being uncomfortable translates into both speaking and listening. If you see a crowd of people who look very disengaged, they are very slumped, because when we're uninterested, we slump. When we are interested, the natural tendency, we go back to that approach avoid, is to lean forward. I catch myself doing it. I've recently started a podcast and I get so excited about what I'm sharing that I end up with my face, right against the screen. And I have to keep reminding myself to go back. That's ingrained in us. If you see lots of people kind of slump back in their chairs and slouch, maybe tilting away, it's a sign to you there's not engagement there. You're likely to see, one or two people disengaged, because even the most engaging presentation might not appeal to everybody. So if you see one or two people, you can't just say, well, it's rubbish, and then you lose confidence. You've got to take, again, the bigger picture. But if you see lots of people starting to slouch, turn away, disengaged, maybe looking at the door, because we look at the door when we want to leave. Again, it's a natural tendency. We look, that at our watch, we look at the door. There was also research done that I thought was really, really interesting, looking at trust behavior, but not how to create trust, how to recognize if a person is about to trust you. So they found that there were multiple behaviors, and the behaviors were arm crossing, face touching, leaning backwards, and touching the hands a lot. Again, not in isolation. If in a short period of time, most of these behaviors were seen at once, what it alluded to was that person showing the behaviors were less likely to then initiate trust towards you. So if you see that as you're talking and presenting, you see lots of these behaviors. And again, I talked about how touching the face when we're stressed is innate, and we see it in fetuses in the womb when the mother is stressed. We also see it in primates because it's a natural behavior. When we're struggling to grasp information or we don't trust a person, it can cause some stress. So, that is a likely behavior to see. Crossing the arms isn't necessarily indicative of being uncomfortable or being resistant to someone's information, but within the wider context of other behaviors, it can allude to that. And again, the leaning backwards, slouching, and then also lots of hand touching, again, because self-touch displays are a sign of stress.